Stop my Spotify right
All right, chat.
now. No, not the black version. Turn that shit off.
What?
Turn that not the black version. Just keep it playing the white version.
What are you talking about, bro? So, chat. Hold on. I'm gonna test something out real quick. Bow. All right. Bow. And now I got this.
Who is saying
This is Ella Fitzgerald.
it's not. She does not sound like a whale.
Why are you disrespecting Ella Fitzgerald
I
on
would
stream?
never. Hold on. Hold on.
Why are you disrespecting Ella Fitzgerald on stream?
I don't know how she wasn't in my top artist. That's actually insane how we feel. No, I got
All right. Hello? Testing, testing, testing. Why is it only doing this? Come on, bruh. You're telling me I'm already cooked on the stream. Why is the stream not working, bruh? Test. Why is it only doing this? Come on, bruh. You're telling me I'm already cooked on the stream. Why is it so slow? It's like slowed. And that's really delayed. That's really delayed. That's funny. Why is it so low? It's like slow. That's a lot of delay. And that's really delayed. That's funny. I get to see what I'm doing. Really delayed. I get to see what I'm doing like almost a minute later. All right. So since nothing you heard was said, um, hold on. All right. I did like three big things this semester. I broke up with the BCM. I joined Alpha Omega, and I did the not the what did I say basketball for? I did the drumming thing, the African drumming. So BCM, main thing. So last semester I was the bass player for the BCM. And so since nothing you heard was said, hold on. I did like three big things. That is a lot of delay. I broke up with the BCM. That is a lot of delay. I wonder if the Twitch is like this, or if it's just this restreaming software that's like messing up my stream. Once I get my account not blocked, like my main YouTube, I'm probably gonna re-upload this stream on my main YouTube channel. Because this is more of a yap than a gaming stream. That's why I got the new camera. Like you see the camera setup. Like look at that. Look at that. It has autofocusing. Like autofocusing. But let's see. What was I saying? Okay, BCM. Let me close the door so I get better lighting. Alright. Bow. BCM. So it was kind of weird. Yeah, I like that. I like that a little better. So I used to play the bass for the BCM in the like last spring. I was really heavy in the BCM. And in case I never explained it or I didn't explain it to anybody who's watching this later, the BCM was the Baptist Campus Ministries. It's like this organization that has a bunch of Baptist ministries on campuses around the South. We went all the way up to Oklahoma for spring break, last semester. So they got some reach. They got some reach. That's where the dude who runs the BCM here was sent from. He was sent from the Oklahoma BCM all the way here to work with us. So I mean, I rock with him. He's cool. I love that. I love him. Like all of that. Great program. But I felt a little disrespected one day. And low key, I was kind of looking for a reason to leave because I'm not really comfortable in these all white spaces. I go to a PWI, but I'm not like a really, integrating type of person. You know what I'm saying? I stick with my people. That's all I do. But some people are fine with that, like, kind of like soft integrating, like softer culture. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to church, I'm going to a black church. I want the shouting. I want the falling out. I want the music that makes you want to stomp your feet. Like, it gotta be like alive with the spirit. You know what I'm saying? The BCM was not that. The BCM was very informational, very educational. Like, I learned more about God. I learned more about the Bible. Like, that definitely led me on the right track. I am so grateful for them because I probably wouldn't have done anything if I was just on my own. Packing shorts is crazy. I feel like packing shorts is crazy. We're going into winter, but I need to like make sure I have like a decent bit of outfits because um break is like pretty long, and I'm not trying to be wearing all Miles's clothes or all my dad's clothes. Um, yeah, I'll pack both pairs. I'm not gonna pack. I'll pack one pair of shorts. Do I want the black one or do I want the like? I don't know. My Spotify is geeked. I don't think. Yeah, that'll work. All right, bye. All right. So, are we thinking white shorts, black shorts? I'm thinking white shorts. I'm thinking white shorts. So I'll pack me a pair of white shorts. So, BCM. On the spring break trip, I was kind of crashing out a little bit. Just a little bit. Um, I was like really bothered by some of the things that these guys would say. Because it was like, I'm the only black person on the trip. We go into like very, very white territory in Oklahoma. Like we're deep in like redneck Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Like we're outside of the city. So it's like it's so weird. Out there in general is like low key so weird. Now I do appreciate going. Like I got to see Shay drop. What was it? 55. He shot 55 against the Raptors. I think they were playing the Raptors. And I got a sweater that day too. So that was cool. Like it was a cool day, but like Oklahoma as a state, I don't know. I don't know if I need to go back. I don't need to. I don't know if I need to go back to the city either. You know what I'm saying? They got tornadoes and Brahms. That's all they got. They got Shea, tornadoes, and Brahms. And I mean, I rock with that, but I'm good. I'm good. Um, but back on topic. Um, I played bass for them. I tried to add a little bit of life to the music. You know what I'm saying? I'm black, obviously, you know. Um, so I would add some like spicy bass licks, like something that you would hear in gospel. Like I use this. I need to get me a new bass gun, but got this got a ton of miles on it. And like low key, I was like causing more like minority people to show up, and they was telling me like, "Yo, Otis, like your music is low key one of the reasons why I show up." And it's like I appreciate that because I'm trying to make the space more, inclusive to minorities. It's like they're not uninclusive, but you know what I'm saying? There's a difference of being inclusive and being accepting. Accepting is just like, oh, you're cool, you can show up. And inclusive is like, I want to make sure you're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah. So first service that they had is they do Tuesday services. The first service they had, I show up with my bass. I walk all the way down to the building. Um, I'm hooking myself up, doing everything like normal. And Mr. Man come up to me. He's like, "Oh, Otis, you gotta meet the new music director guy." So I'm like, "Oh, okay, I got you." So I talk to him. It's cool. He's a cool dude. Um, then I go back to setting myself up. Mr. Man is like, "Yeah, Otis, I kind of wanted it to just be like the essential musicians today, you know?" And internally, I'm like, "Are you really saying that I'm replaceable? Are you are you really saying to my face that I am replaceable? Like, you know how crazy that is?" Now, I was taught to like not really make a scene in public. So I'm kind of just like, okay, I'll unplug all my stuff. I'll put all my stuff to the side. I'll still stay for the service. You know? It's cool. It's cool. But I said in my mind, this is the last time y'all are seeing me. Dead honest. This is the last time y'all are seeing me. I had to put up with y'all kind of like they weren't racist, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's not. It's like not insensitive. It's unaware, culturally unaware. I had to put up with that because I was the token black person. They used me to judge whether something was going to attract minorities, and I didn't really rock with that. But it was kind of just like what I had to do. So I was looking for an out. So I'm like, oh, so you're just gonna disrespect me to my face? I'm gone. Like respectfully though, I still love him. I don't wish anything wrong on him. That's my dog. If he calls me up today and says, "Otis, I need something," I got him. Like I helped him at another time later in the semester. After I said that in my head, I didn't tell him that I wasn't going to ever show up again. But I'm like in my mind, I'm not showing up again. But he called me up. He was like, "Otis, I need your help moving some boxes around downtown. I just want to hang out. We can talk since I haven't been seeing you around." So I was like, "I got you. I'll help out." I took time out of my Tuesday because Tuesdays this semester was like my freest day. I only had my programming that was from 10 to 11. So after 11, I'm free all day. So I was like, I spent like 5 hours with him. We ate like it was just us two. We was chilling. He was asking me like what we need to do to like prevent other people from being like uncomfortable showing up and staying, you know? But I was just like, like I'm not trying to be rude when I say things. So it's like I can't be too like not honest, but I can't be too specific. Like, um, let's see. I can't say like, you know, y'all making jokes at MLK's monument caused me to look at y'all a certain type of way. I can't say that, but I can judge them based off of it. Y'all can't be making MLK Drive jokes at the monument. I don't care if you make them anywhere else, but at the monument, that's crazy. We in Memphis at the monument, and y'all gonna make a we in the hood joke. What? 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 But you know, but yeah, I stopped going and I low key replaced it with this other organization called Alpha Omega. Um, and I rock with them. They're cool. You know, we got our differences sometimes. I'm still not like a follower. I don't like just like listening. I'm not problematic. I'm not going to combat against you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm peeping what you're saying, and it's like now it's clicking that I don't have to like really care about what you're saying. Like you're not really informed. That's what I mean. Like I can not take you seriously because of what you just said. Like main dude, I'll rock with him. He's a black guy, so it's already better than the BCM. The program is so much more culturally aware. It's like more minorities, so I feel more comfortable in general. Like I already off rip feel more at home. They're still based at PWIs though, so they are based in whiteness. So it's like weird energy sometimes. Weird energy sometimes. Like main dude, I rock with him, love him. It felt like he was coming after black churches because I didn't want to go back to his church. We had this one conversation. Um, we were talking at Caviar and Bananas. Um, like doing our weekly Bible study. This was the same Tuesday actually, which is crazy. I went from one church dude to a different church dude. Literally, I think 10 minutes apart actually. BCM dude dropped me off at my dorm. I took off my backpack and walked over to meet with Alpha Omega dude. So that's like kind of crazy how I spent the whole day talking to church leaders. Um, um, but what what happened that Sunday, like before that Tuesday, he asked me if I needed a ride to head to his church, and I said I don't think so. I'm gonna watch my church on Zoom, not on Zoom, on YouTube. And he was like, "Don't you want the real thing?" And I was like thinking, how am I supposed to respond to that? Because like obviously you're not saying that my church isn't the real thing, but like you're saying that your church in person is better than my church virtually, which is an opinion, but like I don't know, I don't really rock with that. That's kind of like judgmental a little bit. Um, and I was like, I didn't really know how to respond to it. Because that's a weird thing to say anyway. But I think I was like, I appreciate the offer, but I want to tune in to support my church family. I think it was something like that. Um, what is this? I don't like this. That's what. All right. So low key, I felt like he was on that, like, still, like, kind of pressed about that when I met him on Tuesday. Because the first thing he was like was, "Oh, how was your church?" What? You still thinking about that from Sunday? So then he was like, "Oh, well, what makes you choose a church? You know, how does that go into it?" And I was like trying to say it in a non like basic way. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm just gonna say a black church, a black church, a black church with a pastor that screams and music that causes people to fall out. It's not that hard to impress me. It's not that hard for me to feel moved. I just want to feel like community, like connected. You know what I'm saying? The church is to bring people apart. I shouldn't be coming here feeling like I'm like an outcast. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to say that. I was saying like a place where the spirit is really living. You know, I'm trying to like contemporary Christianify it. You know? But I'm just saying a black church. And he's like, you know, the way you describe it makes it seem like you're going off of feelings rather than fact. And I'm like, are you saying that my pastor is a liar? Is he saying that my pastor is a liar?
Yes, he is.
So I'm like, am I supposed to feel offended? Like what? Like what are you doing? Like what are you talking about? So the rest of the Bible study was kind of chill, but he was like having everything through the lens of like, oh, choose a church that speaks the truth. Like he was like really pressed over the fact that I didn't want to go back to his church, which was weird because he's like 30. Like, why are you pressed that I don't want to go to your church? I didn't say I wasn't going to church. I was going to tune in online because I didn't have a ride to my church. That doesn't mean I don't go to physical church. Like, that's crazy. Um, but I ride with the organization. There was another crazy moment. And it's good that we have special guest Zion Johnson.
What's good, chat? How y'all doing?
But one random day they was doing a service project day where we were building blessing bags for the homeless people around Charleston. Now, y'all know I'm a Boy Scout. Y'all know I've done tons of service things. I truly enjoy service. I hate service when it feels forced. I can't stand when people do something because they feel like they're doing good rather than just doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like service is like working, but you don't expect payment. It's not working so you can feel good about yourself. Like that's so self-centered. And that takes out the whole point. So the Alpha Omega group, like I brought my roommates, Zion, Zaid, you know, we went to the thing. It was it was cool, like when we were packing up the blessing bags. Um I had this one crazy catch that was like plus 10,000 aura. Um so we leave out, like we split up. It's like a big group. It's like 30, 40 people. We split up into like groups of 5. Now, all three of us are split up, even though we were going to go to a basketball thing after. That was bad planning on my part. I ended up double booking. So we're walking out. It's like 8 o'clock because obviously, homeless people aren't going to be out when the police are like going to kick them off the streets because there's too many people trying to shop, you know? So it's like, even then, 8 o'clock is still kind of early. Like, you really don't see them until the sun goes down. And this was in September. The sun wasn't going down until like 9. So we weren't really going to see them. But also, the fact that we were in groups was because not everybody in Alpha Omega is from Charleston or goes to the College of Charleston. So not everybody is like familiar with the peninsula and the layout. Some people are from CSU, some people are from the Citadel, some people are from Trident. So it's like, I grew up here, I go to this school, I know the area. So why are people talking over me when I'm saying, hey, this place is safe, homeless people chill out here, you're not going to get shot. You know what I'm saying? And it's like white people trying to tell me, hey, bro, I don't know if that's safe. I live here. Would you come down my road and say that it's not safe? Like, come on, bro.
Yes.
Like, they was acting crazy off rip. And it's like, am I worried? No. So why are you worried? It's like, y'all are scared for no reason. Y'all are scared for no reason. And I was like, low-key, it's because they're scared of black people. Obviously, we can't stay in the white areas because that's where the police be like kicking people off the street. So you kind of got to go to the black areas. Black don't mean scary though. So y'all are like geeked out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? So there was this one like really, really bad scenario that happened. So it was also like coded in racism because the groups like looked at anybody who was just chilling while black and was like, oh, that's a homeless person. If I just sat on the stairs, I'm a homeless person. If I'm walking with a backpack and a beard, I'm homeless. Before Mizan Zaid left for the basketball thing, I was like, okay, I gotta at least help one person, or else it was like low key a waste of my time. And I'm already like annoyed because it's like, why do y'all got me participating in this like mess? Like y'all got me racially profiling people. I'm apologizing with my eyes. That's how bad it is. Like I'm looking back at people like, I'm sorry, I apologize for the caucasity of some of these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel offended that they would assume that any black person is homeless. So, so. Um, it was one guy before I left. We were chilling. He was chilling outside a bus stop. Just chilling. He had a backpack, just chilling. Main white dude who was like bothering me and acting like everywhere was dangerous. And acting like he knew the area better than me when I already explained multiple times that I grew up here. I know this area. You're from Jersey. What are you talking about? This place is dangerous. But hold on, let me make sure my place is no cut off. So essentially, he went up to this one dude. I went with him. because we weren't supposed to go like one-on-one, because that's kind of dangerous. I can understand that. You don't ever want to talk to anybody who's a stranger one-on-one. Um, but it was like racially profiled, and it's like the way he spoke was like trying to say, "Oh, I know you're homeless. You don't have to admit it to me." What are you talking about? Like, it was so grimy the way he talked. It was so grimy. I didn't even like do the like eye apology thing. I stayed back. I let dude start walking. He halfway back across the street. I'm still standing talking to the dude. I'm like, "Hey man, I apologize. We're out here trying to do some good, but it's coming off a little weird, and I didn't realize what I was signing up for." And he was like, "Hey bro, don't worry about it. I could tell from the way you were standing that you felt off with it." And I was like, "Because we both black." Like, I don't know why the dude thought it was so like calm to like assume black backpack bus stop homeless. What? He was trying to just get home. Like what? But yeah. Ever since that day, actually, I kind of stopped being so like 100% with Alpha Omega actually, because I realized like they are very Caucasian, even though they're majority minority. You know what I'm saying? Um, Third thing, the African drumming. So I'm a music minor, so I get emails about the music department. Cool, I appreciate that. Um, so um, I got an email that the department head sent out saying that the West African dance class is looking for drummers. So I was like, hey, I drum and my roommate drums. So let's do it, because I'm trying to connect with my roots. West African dancing, West African drumming. I get to like wear a dashiki and like drum. That sounds like a good time. So I call up, man. We go to the first rehearsal. Third roommate, he actually was getting back to the room after class. Like as soon as we were walking out, I just grabbed him. I was like, "Yeah, you just coming with us." He didn't know where we were going until we got to the place. Um, but I appreciate the fact that he went. It was cool having the three of us. Um, so we get there. He teaches us the rhythms. It takes us a little minute to get them, but like we got them. Like we're, for lack of a better word, we're black. Like it's built in. It's built in. But it was cool. It was really cool. We trained for like 5 weeks. The dancers were cool. I rocked with all of them. Um, it was funny because it's only two black girls in the class. Um, so it's like a bunch of white girls taking the West African dance class. Um, but yeah. Um, Let me get another white tee. You can wear a white tee with anything. Um, and then let me also get my bag for laundry so that I don't end up mixing my laundry. By the way, light packing because, winter break. So I gotta get my suitcase right. Come back here on the 4th. But yeah. Um, but it was cool. It was so cool. It was like genuinely one of the top. It was like a top 10 thing I've done. We did two performances on stage, like big stage, like people paid to like see us. So I'm like, That's amazing. Like, I'm a professional musician. Now I didn't get paid, but I did get job security. You know, Mr. Frank, dude who ran the drumming, he was like, he told the three of us, you know, he's gonna keep in contact with us because he was so impressed by the fact that we were able to like learn everything in 5 weeks that he's had people that he's trained for months not get. So he's like, he got to take us up to New York or take us to Atlanta to work with their professional dancing company and not the collegiate like class. And I'm like, I'm potentially gonna get flown out to perform at New York. Like what? Because I responded to an email. Like that's amazing. Life is just like so life. Um, this semester I've been like somewhat locked in academically. Um, this semester has been kind of like weird, not easy, but also not hard. Um, challenge class was for sure coding. It might be the hardest class that I've had to actually take, and I just barely passed. Like, I think I get like a C or a C minus in this class. It's like kind of scary like how close I was to failing this class. But I'm not a computer person. I'm not a math person. I'm a writer. So this was like a very weird class. I probably had my favorite class since like coming to the college. I don't know because it's like really a toss up between this class and my I don't know what I would put also like up there. I would say Dr. Fraser's class was kind of up there. Um, and then also I would say probably Professor Marshall's class was up there. Like all of those classes were like great, but Dr. Kibbe's class, like this was a good class. This was a good class. Um, I got to um I got to spend time with um one of my close friends. She just got to the college. Um, I helped get her into the Legacy Scholars. Like I was the one who interviewed her. So it was cool that we ended up in the same Intro to African American Studies class. Um, so it was cool having somebody that I was already cool with in the class. Got to spend time with her. Um, uh, Dr. Kibbe is actually like a really cool professor. I was like low key thrown off when I was reading about her because this is her first year teaching at CFC. So, and she's like really young. Like she's new to being a professor in general. Um, but like she's cool. She's easy to talk to. She'll promote you to think. You know, she kind of like assigned these like readings that were kind of aggressive, a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. But I enjoy reading about African American studies. So, some of these readings I was like, I had so many notes that I had to like switch it to voice notes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even trying to write anymore. I'm just reading it and I'm just reacting on my phone. And like in order for us to like for her to know that we read the notes, because not she would have us like post our notes, which I thought was like kind of cool. It's just like obviously if you read something, you're gonna have something to say about it. So and then she accepted like every format. Like if you want to upload a voice note, you can do that. If you want to upload like time lapse of you reading, she accepted that. Like it was funny. I was talking to her about it. She was like, genuinely, literally, if you put like a drawing you did representing the reading, that'll count. Like, you could do whatever and it'd be cool with her. So I'm like, that's cool. I really like that. I really rock with her. I really rock with the class. Um, but yeah, it was fun. It was a good class. Um, let's see. What else? Um, I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't like pack earlier. Cause it's like 12:20. Um, I gotta be out the dorm by 12. So I got 12 hours. I gotta sleep, wake up, like shower, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of have to have this bag packed before I go to bed. Cause they will like kick me out of my room if I'm not out by 12. They're weird. They don't play about this like, oh, out by a certain time. Um, what else? Um, actually, like it was funny. I got a job at this church because because I was like ghosted, and low key it led to me like meeting someone that I really rock with. So it's crazy how getting ghosted led me to, having somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how God works. It's crazy how God works. I was talking to this one girl, um, because she low key helped me get closer to God based off of what she was liking on Instagram. So she was liking like Christian reels and stuff. So it caused me to like get this sort of stuff on my feed because I was already following her. You know how like you see what people like, and it's like you know how Instagram's listening to you. So it hears me when I'm talking at these Bible studies. So it's like it's combining the Bible studies with the fact that mutual liked this. So now I'm seeing a bunch of like Christ focused content, which was helping me at the start. Even though Loki, I realized that it's kind of lame. A lot of content is lame. That's why I don't really rock with the internet. But like, um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I ran into her at this one like business talk. Um, and Loki, I've always been like a little afraid to talk to her because it is what it is. Sometimes people just got nerves, but it is what it is. Um, so I'm like, you know what? Big boy pants. I talked to her. She was nice. She was cool. She offered to like take me to church one day, but that Sunday there was a hurricane coming. So the hurricane on paper technically hit. There was no rain. Literally nothing. I think it missed. I don't really keep in track with the weather. If someone told me to evacuate, I'll go. But like other than that, if it rains, it's raining. Um, but yeah, we did not get hit by that hurricane. Um, so she ended up like I was asking her the next week, like, you still offering that church ride? She never responded. So it is what it is. We move on. We regroup. We refocus. So I decided to go to this one church that my bow of hair got kicked off at. Um, Old Bethel, like right down the road. It's cool. Um, I go to there. Literally after the service. like, so no. So during the service, they're like, it's like so few people that it's like I'm sitting in a whole pew to myself. Um, they were going along with the program normally. They were like, let's actually announce the visitors. Hey, even though this is not on the program, we see you. Obviously, you exist. So, give your name, all of that. So I'm like, hey, I'm Otis. I go to so and so college. Just right down the road. I'm from here. I'm from Charleston. My home church is Charity. You know. So it's cool. I rock with them. They're like, oh, he's a college student. So after the service, pastor man, he come up to me. He's like, hey, Otis, you good with computers? I got a proposition for you. Long story short, I become the stream guy, like the media manager for the church stream, so that they can stream onto YouTube and Facebook. So it's cool. Now I'm sitting up at the top row, um, monitoring the computers, monitoring the audio system. It's cool. I really like doing that, and I get paid. I get paid to go to church. I was gonna go anyway, and I get paid. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I'm still doing it. I'm taking a little break for the winter break. I could technically continue going, but I'm not trying to make that drive down here. I live 15 minutes. Um, but it's 15 minutes without traffic. So early morning traffic, that's like a 30, 45-minute drive. The people who are from here know. That's not fun. That's not a fun ride to try and make if you're trying to get to church at 10. That is not a fun ride to make. But yeah, maybe 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks after I start showing up, this one girl shows up. And Mr. Man who was getting me to do the stream, he brings her up to introduce her to me. Um, so it's cool, we chopping it up. She's cool. I ride with her. But yeah, So it's crazy how getting ghosted leads to talking to somebody. Because God was trying to tell me, hey, you don't want to go to that church with her. You want to go to this church, and I'll make it work out. You know what I'm saying? Let me continue packing. I'm gonna end up with no stuff. Gotta get the Newton jersey. All right. I'm gonna end up packing too much because I can't put anything in the second part of the suitcase. I gotta leave that for shoes because I need at least 3 pairs of shoes. Am I leaving my? I'm gonna leave my slippers. I'll leave my slippers here. And make sure the PlayStation don't turn off. Um, I'm gonna take my low tops, my 12s, and my running shoes. I'm gonna take the low tops, the 12s, and the running shoes. I'll leave the slippers. I'll leave the slides. That feels wrong to say that I'll leave the slides, but I'll leave the slides. Um, I want to take those black pants now. I feel like I can wear those. I got clothes at home, but it's you know what I'm saying? I brought these on campus for a reason. I want to wear these, so I can't just not wear them. Um, so, and then also I need to put my toiletry bag in there. So, yeah, I don't really have a lot of room. I can put 2 pairs of shoes in there and then put my toiletry bag in there. And yeah, it's crazy. I got toiletries at home. I don't have my toiletries at home. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, um, let's see what else happened this semester. Um, I pushed my math back even later. Literally, like week one, I was like, "Yeah, online math is not for me. Taking a full semester, I'm good." And it's not even hard math. It was just way too much work. Like I'm not a math person. I can't do that. Like I can't do math homework quickly. And if I try and like cheat that, I will like suffer the consequences. But yeah, um, that math not the right time to take the math. So let's see. Um, it wasn't a lot that happened this semester. There was this one girl that I was talking to who ended up like flaking on me heavy. Um, and it's like low key. I felt like I was getting played a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Um, like she seemed super interested. We vibing, we talking, excited to see me, make plans. Plans don't fall through. Cycle repeat. Now I'm starting to think she don't really rock with me. She rock with attention. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool, but you just gotta be aware. You know, if you gonna act like this, you know, catch yourself and disengage. Like I'm not trying to, you know, but yeah, I don't know. It was like a little weird week, 2 weeks. Um, I started going to the gym. I've always been like a do push-ups and pull-ups in my room type of person, but I've never been like a full calisthenics person because my wrist has like a weird thing in it that you see. So I can't do a lot of wrist movements. Um, so I can't do like handstands and stuff. Um, so I've not really like gotten heavy into calisthenics, but I've always been more of a body weight type of person rather than a lift weights type of person. Even then, I'm still more of a machine person. Like I'll do machine lifts before I'll do like free weights. Um, what else? What else? Because it's been a like it's a really eventful semester. I didn't travel. Every other semester I've traveled. Um, first fall I went to Alabama. Second semester, the spring, I went uh to Oklahoma. So I didn't travel this semester, but I did low key set up travel. Like he wants to fly us out. And that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I decided that I was gonna start playing more bass. I'm gonna do the jazz bass at the school. Um, and I'm gonna like become jazz bass combo #1 or something. I don't know. There's like 3 bass players at the school. So I'm like already one of the best bass players at the school. So, you know, I might have to fight for combo #2 because combo #2 gets like public concerts. Combo #3 does not. So I gotta fight to get combo #2. Um, but I might like drop my spot depending on where my roommate ends up, if he can get combo number 2 for guitar, if he's even like auditioning for guitar or if he's gonna audition for drum. Um, but yeah, if he can, whatever spot he's gonna get, I'll probably join him, even if it means that I don't get to play on stage. You know, I love the spotlight, but I love my people more. And it's like in jazz, I don't even really get the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? I gotta follow the band and follow the group and like, you know, like I wanna do my own thing. Let's see. I don't like the fact that I'm running out of room and I only have a little bit in my actual bag. And I'm wondering if I'm overpacking. I don't think I need that pink shirt. I don't think I'm gonna wear that pink shirt. I don't think I'm wearing that pink shirt at any point. I'm probably wearing this. No, I'm not. What am I? Why am I lying to myself? Because I'm not taking my black pants. I don't ever wear this black polo unless I'm wearing black pants. Now, if I'm wearing that combo, I'll wear it often. But I don't wear it over my quarter zip polo. I will wear the quarter zip polo for like everything. So I don't know what I'm talking about. I like this. I like this sweater. So I'm gonna try and pack this sweater any way possible. I like these khakis. I want to pack these khakis. Yeah, I want to pack those khakis. Um, I'll take a long sleeve. What works with this works best. Yeah, I'll take a long sleeve. Um, so we're gonna not take this. We're not taking it. It's a tough shirt. My dad got it. I stole it from him. Um, it's staying on campus. It's not going back to that house. I'm sorry. This is mine now. Um, Basquiat shirt stays. Do do I need both of these? I don't think I need both of these. So I will put this back. This stays. Alright. This NASA shirt. I love it. Especially because it's like distressed at this point. Because I washed it so many times. But I think it's not something that I need to keep on me. So I will put it back. Let me grab these khakis. I love these heavy khakis. Heavy khakis are like the greatest clothing invention ever. You can wear them in the cold, you can wear them in warm weather, you can wear them casually, you can wear them professionally. Like, you can do whatever you want with a pair of khakis. And those, like, deep colored khakis, you can treat them as a primary or you can treat them as a secondary because it's still a neutral color, but it's such a bold neutral. So it's like you can make your top colorful, you can make your top also a neutral, and now the pants look like if you make your top a neutral, the pants end up turning orange. So it's like it's tan when it wants to be, it's orange when it wants to be. I rock with it. I think this should be good. I'm taking a sweater. I'm taking a couple throwaway t-shirts. I'm taking a couple good t-shirts. I'm taking two business casuals, you know. Is my PlayStation turning off? No. My PlayStation's not turning off. They just turned off the light. When I wake up, I'm gonna need to do like laundry. Not laundry. What is it? I'm gonna need to do dishes. I'm gonna need to do the dishes when I wake up. Um, I can't leave dishes in the sink over the winter break. That's kind of crazy. All right, clothing packed. I just need to get underwear, socks, and my shoes, and I should be able to like be done. Um, I'm trying to really think. Like, oh, parties. There was a couple parties. Um, I'm not a party person, as y'all know. Um, I'm really not a party person. I'm really not a party person. Um, but I do dabble. If someone invites me out somewhere, I will go. I will show up. I will make my face seen, you know? So I went to this party early in the year that my dog Jalen was throwing. He's a DJ. It was like, I think it was his birthday. Yeah, it was his birthday. That was the first party I went to. I think so. I can't remember. I can't, because I went to two parties that he invited me to. I think the first one was his birthday. I think the first one was his birthday. That one was cool. I didn't stay long though. The second one, Reef invited me out to. I stayed out there, but like I was low key kind of mad. I didn't want to be there. I was just there to be there. Then there was the Halloween party. The Halloween party was crazy. Um, I went as Smoke, from Sinners. I went as Smoke. Um, I went with my dog Logan. Logan was Harry Potter. So Logan was gonna go with his group first. Logan was like, "Yo, Otis, I want you to show up, but I already got my ride. So you gonna have to do what you gonna do. But like, I want you to be there." And the fact that he said that, that's what caused me to go, because I wasn't gonna go honestly. Because I don't really do Halloween. I don't really do parties, and I don't really do Halloween. So it's somewhere I don't need to be. Um, so so what I did, I got an Uber. I don't like taking Ubers. First of all, because I don't trust people driving. Two, I did one. Two, I don't like getting in Ubers by myself. Like, people get kidnapped. I'm not trying to get in nobody's car by myself. Um, so yeah. So I get in the Uber, get to the place. It's cool. I see the girl, like the. That's crazy that I had to count. I'm not gonna lie. The first girl I really messed with, like, she's like one of the first faces I see when I get in there, like in the party, which is crazy because she don't really rock with black people. So I'm like, I don't know why she here. Her boyfriend not here too. So it's like, what are you doing here? But you know, I meet up with Logan. He's like, it's cool that I'm here. So I just follow him around. Logan is a celebrity. Logan knows everybody. Logan going around kissing babies. Like, I'm like, how do you know these people? He's like, I just talk. I'm like, I'm somewhat popular, you're on a different level. People talk about how I know everybody. You actually know everybody. Um, but it was cool. It was getting a little crazy, a little bit, you know. Um, but yeah, it was not for me. But like at like 12:10, maybe 12:10. Um, I can't remember the exact time. It was like around 12 ish. Um, main dude who was throwing the party, he was like, "Yo, cops were called, everybody out." So I'm like, I'm not sticking around. So I'm like, okay, you know, like if cops are called, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So me and Logan, we did. I checked the Uber price. That thing say $36. It was $6 to get there, 36 to get back. So I'm like, yo, Logan, I know y'all said y'all had a full car. I'll sit on somebody's lap. I'm not paying $40 for a car ride. So that's exactly what we do. We get out of there. We go to Waffle House. It's cool. We enjoy the rest of the night. The next day, I'm hearing stuff like people talking about, oh, people were shooting. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They were shooting in a parking lot in the other area. That's why the cops were in the area. Um, Turns out I was wrong. We left like 10 minutes before somebody got popped. But yeah, um, so Jesus had his hand on us. You know, we did not look for any after party, being like, oh, police are only going to shut down the main area. They're not going to go into people's rooms. I'm glad we did not. I'm so glad we did not. That would have been me. But yeah, um, that was crazy. That like I don't need to be at any more parties. I'm gonna be there. Like I said, if people want me there, I'll be there. But I'm not going on my own free will. I'm not going on my own accord. I'm not doing that. I'm good. I'm absolutely good. Um, but essentially, what happened? Um, the last party I went to. That might have been the last party I went to. Actually, I don't. I don't think there was any other party that I went to. Yeah, I think that was it. That was the last party I went to. Because after that, I started getting really busy with the Yeah, I started getting really busy with the drum thing, the West African drum performance. So I don't think there was anything else. And then I was also working on like writing a poem. So that'll be going on the channel sometime soon. But yeah, um, I've just been doing a lot of stuff. This semester has been kind of crazy. Like it's been a lot of ups. I haven't had a lot of downs this semester. This semester has probably been the happiest that I've been. It's also a blessing that I'm living with all black people because I feel like this semester is the blackest that I've been. I'm like calling out a lot of things that I didn't notice before. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a black person, obviously, but like sometimes you need to like be put in a free space for you to think. I had white roommates before. This year I have black roommates. I'm allowed to think out loud now. I can be like, is this racist? Is this racially prejudiced? You know? And I'm taking an intro to African American studies class. Like I already know all this stuff, but now I got the academic terms for it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think this semester was a really good semester. I enjoyed it. Um, I got to see um, what's his name? The boxing the dude who went crazy at the start of the year in September. Um, he went crazy. Um, I also saw Aaron Gordon's 50 piece. Aaron Gordon's 55 on crazy efficiency where he almost broke the record for most consecutive threes in a game. And people still aren't talking about that. Aaron Gordon would have had a career season. Aaron Gordon, if he didn't get hurt, he would have had a career season. And the Nuggets would have been the second. I mean, they are the second best team in the league, but like they would have been closer. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think anybody can really compete with the Thunder right now. Like Shea is dropping 37 and not playing the fourth quarter. Like who's doing that? He is a reincarnation of Kobe. Like he's he's different. He's different. Um, so I don't know if anybody else is gonna be like really competing with that. I think the Nuggets in the conference finals have the best chance, but nobody in the East is competing with them. And I don't really think any other team in the West. Like I've heard people say the Rockets. The Rockets are not the no, no, no. Now I do need to get this off my chest because I've heard people like trying to dispute the claim. The 2025 Oklahoma City Thunder is the greatest NBA team we have ever seen put on a roster. The 2016 Warriors, the 2017 Warriors, they're close second. The point with the Warriors was like you have the greatest shooter of all time, a top 5 shooter all time, and the greatest scorer all time, all on the same team. This Thunder team doesn't need to outscore you. They will limit you to not scoring. And they also have reincarnation of Kobe. Like, I can't stand when people are like, oh, they're overrated. It's just free throws attempted. Not SGA is FTA. So you're telling me people can't stop fouling it. Look at Kobe's free throw numbers. Look at Kobe's free throw numbers. Look at Kobe's free throw numbers. Reincarnation of Kobe. A true 3-level scorer. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that happened this semester that was worth mentioning. I started cooking, like really, really cooking, like real deal cooking from scratch. Um, I made a couple crazy meals. Like my most recent was shrimp tacos, not shrimp tacos, shrimp po' boys. I went crazy on that. I fried up some shrimp, tastes insane, like just off rip. Then I made a little aioli to go on top of it, or what would it be, remoulade? I guess I don't know, but yeah, you get the idea. It's like I'm like that when it comes to cooking. Um, Let me make sure my PlayStation don't turn off. Let me make sure my PlayStation don't turn off. Let me make sure my PlayStation don't turn off. Um, but yeah, I'm really like that when it comes to cooking. I also made like a ton of chicken dishes. I made like shredded chicken tacos. I made grilled turkey leg, not turkey leg, grilled chicken leg. Um, I made uh some like Chinese. I made Chinese, like takeout Chinese style. Some orange chicken. Um, I made a lot. Like I did a lot this semester. I've also just been like really creative this semester. I made a song for my grandma. Like a march. I made a march for my grandma. Um, I did a couple other songs that I was working on. I picked back up producing. Like that's why I got the full keyboard out. You know. Um, I made a Destroy Lonely style beat because Broken Hearts 3. My Spotify Wrapped is crazy. Actually, hold on. Let me switch to gameplay cam. Gameplay cam. Gameplay cam. Bow. And we're gonna hit up Destiny 2. And we got the gameplay cam on now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, I'm probably not gonna play too long. I'm just gonna do like one strike or something. Talk about my Spotify. Oh, let me get my phone real quick. All right, bow. Unplug that. I was low key mad about like trying to set up the stream. I tried to set up this stream like an hour and a half. It was not like working at all whatsoever. Hold on, let me open up my. Where's my Twitch? Where's Twitch? Where's Twitch? Did I delete Twitch already? I need to stop deleting stuff. Where's Twitch? I gotta download it back. Let me see how it looks. Let's see. Yeah, I deleted it off my phone. I don't really care about any of this. Head to the tower. Let me see what Zerg has. But yeah, my Spotify Wrapped, low key kind of cooked. So as y'all know, Cardi dropped this year. My top 5 albums. My top album was What was my top album? I'm trying to think. What was my top album? Let me see. I don't know what my top album was, but my second most played album was Music, and then my third most played album was the Music Deluxe, the Sorry for the Wait, the one that had backrooms and not backrooms, the one that had not 2024, was it 2024? The ones that had like the singles on it. So I'm like, I know I listened to Cardi, but you're telling me both versions of the album are my top album? Like, in my top 5 top album of the year? Like, come on, bro. I listened to more than just Cardi this year. But, that was fun. It was a little fun.
If the 9
Just a little bit.
This,
Just a little
you
fun.
would not have it.
I don't think I'm going to take any of these weapons. You know, Cactus was telling me that this is real good, but I'm not really worried about it. Do I have Glimmer? I have some. Did I discard that? No, I didn't mean to do that, bro. What? Like, bro, like, come on, bro. I don't know. I'll do a strike. Yeah, I'll do a strike. What loadout to rock? This one or this one? Or what was it? It was this, yeah, it was either this one or this one. I'll go with this one. I was enjoying this. Low key. That's not what I'm trying to do. Slot. Okay, because I'm not trying to like mess with it, I'm not gonna change anything. I'm gonna just let it rock because I know the build is fine. So my Spotify Wrapped. At the start of the year, I was living with my roommate, and we both like play guitar. We both love Cardi. We both love Polyphia. So I was playing almost exclusively Cardi and Polyphia. That's why Polyphia is my #1 artist for the year. Even though realistically, I think it should be like JID, because JID dropped an album, and I was listening to him all the time. I mean, I always listen to JID. But yeah, I think I can't. Let me look. Let's see. Playboy Cardi was my #2. JID was my third. So if it wasn't for that spring semester where I was still like listening to the fact that Playboy Cardi dropped an album and Polyphia is me and my roommates like one of my roommates' favorite bands. It was something that we both like had in common. So I'm playing nothing but Polyphia. Um, but JID realistically should be first. Then I had J Cole,
All right, Guardian.
which was kind of
This
cool.
is a smash and grab.
What?
Smash some hive, grab a chunk of submine.
I like J Cole. I really do like J Cole. I wish he would drop more music, but it's cool. You know, you don't have to drop music. You know, it's not his fault that Drake decided to come and ruin everything. What did I get hit by? Oh, that. But yeah. What was I saying? My fifth one was Travis Scott, which is kind of cool. I run with Travis Scott. I do listen to a lot of Travis Scott. So, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at that at all. And then he also dropped an album. So, I'm not mad at that. And I did like that album. I really did. That was a good album. What are you kidding me, bro? Let me make sure I can see my. I can't see anything. But yeah.
That did it. And setting that perimeter tower to
the Jack Boys 2.
welcome.
Jack Boys 2 is a good album. I enjoyed it. I ran that into the ground.
But I worry we are missing a
Also
piece
this
of our enemy's
year, I
plan.
played a lot of
Maybe for
Bruno
now,
Mars and
but we'll have a
Beyonce.
war mind up and running
Um,
soon. If anyone can
Now,
outmaneuver Zebu
I've
Arad,
always been
it's
Bruno
Rasputin.
Mars and Beyonce fans, but I didn't really listen to them on my own accord. It was really just like if my mom or dad put their music on, because my dad is a big Bruno fan and my mom is a big Beyonce fan. So, you know, I decided to listen to it on my own accord. You know, but yeah, it's cool though. My hatred for the weekend has like stayed. By the way, the weekend are artists, not like the weekend in general. You know. Let's see what else. I'm trying to think. Like now, like I can't think and play. I can't multitask. I guess I'm not even playing PvP, which is the crazy part. Like I'm just sitting here playing a strike that I don't have to like think, but I'm not able
Patch
to
me
like
in and I'll
talk
get that door open
while
again.
like playing. It's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. What else is relevant, worth talking about? I want to do. I think I've swapped what I want to like do. I always say that, oh, I want to be a professor. Not a professor. I always say that I want to be like entertainment lawyer. Like whenever people ask me, oh, what are you trying to do? I think I'm probably going to be a professor. Like, I don't know if I go to law school anymore. I know I continue my education, like obviously. I was going to do that no matter what. But yeah, I don't know if I do that the same way that I was going to before. Because the original plan was to go to law school. Now I'm thinking, stay here at the college. And what's going to be crazy, I'll be taking classes here as my like little brother taking classes here if I end up staying here and not traveling out. Whoa, y'all are doing too much damage. But if I do end up staying here, which I doubt I will, I would end up being here at the same time as my brother, which is kind of crazy. Because my brother is 13 right now. So let's see. If I graduate in 2028, then I get my master's in. I don't know if CFC has like 3-year doctorate programs. If I'm being a professor, I'm getting a doctorate.
Vault security re-up.
I'm not.
You know what to do, Guardian.
Like stopping at master's. So, you know. So that means I don't know if it's 3 years or 4 years at this point. But is anybody going to get it? You know? But yeah, I will be most likely staying here. But if I can get what I want, I'm probably going to Howard. Either Howard or... I don't know. I don't know what HBCU I was going to do. But if I switch schools, I'm going to it. Like, without question. Without question, I'm going to it. I don't know what HBCU has the best graduate program for African American studies. You know what I'm saying? Because I would want to be an African American studies. And then I don't know if I have to teach like, you know, high school or something like that before I can be a professor. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, thank you. But yeah, bro, do we really have to get another one, bro? There's people who don't know how to do it. So yeah, what was I saying? I did enjoy this semester. I really did. Also, what's funny, all of my top played songs are not from, like, my top 3 artists. My top played songs, 3 of them are intervals. 1 of them is Queenie, and 1 of them is Sean. So, it's like, intervals is not in my top 5. Queenie is not in my top 5. Sean is definitely not in my top 5. I rock with Sean, but, like, I'm not listening to their music on the daily. I really am surprised Bruno Mars is not in my top 5. Like, I had a very heavy Bruno phase. Even during the summer. So, I'm like... I don't know. I just thought it would be fun. Alright. There we go. Where did we go? Oh, this guy there. God. I don't know, like, this is what I mean. I can't play games and talk. I don't know if I could really, like, do that type of thing. I don't think I could be a desktop streamer. I could probably be an IRL streamer. I feel like y'all would want to see my life. I'd be doing random stuff. And I got funny people around me. So it's like, it's not that hard to have entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I got my dog. He be streaming too. Y'all gotta tap in with him. But yeah. What was I saying? I don't know. This streaming thing is hard, man. It is nice. But, let's see where. Oh, next semester is going to be really interesting. Y'all are going to love what I have to say about next semester. Like, after I take it, you know? Where did to go, bro. His health bar is melting, but he's teleporting around too much, bro. Yeah, that's game. But yeah, next semester is going to be a really interesting semester. Really interesting semester. I'm probably not going to do this double camera layout thing that I did.
A realm that shadows our own.
I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore. I think it's really cool. I'm doing this thing on, like, y'all see the platform. It got the watermark on.
For hundreds of years and still
like,
gripping
I'm doing
on
the
to
usher thing.
smug superiority.
But,
as if the world could never advance beyond
you know,
I doubt your
it's
ego
cool though.
would allow the capability.
It took me hours to set it up. But yeah. So I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube right now. Once I get my other YouTube, like once I get my main YouTube account, because this I'm gonna like screen record this and upload it to my main YouTube. But I'm gonna start streaming just on my main YouTube and this Twitch and my main YouTube. I like Twitch because Twitch, like, I don't know, it feels like I'll get noticed on Twitch, you know? People actually sit and watch a Twitch stream. People don't sit and watch YouTube streams. But I like how YouTube will automatically record it, you know? Like, it'll keep your stream. Because these are something that's like, I just want a long form, unedited video. I'm not trying to cut through this, you know what I'm saying? I was explaining this to my roommates. But yeah, let me see if I got any pictures that are gonna like jog my memory of things that happened this semester. I couldn't stand my music, fundamentals of music class. It was supposed to be music theory 1. I failed the music theory test. I ended up taking the music theory fundamental class. Hold on, we're going to the other camera. Actually, no, we're not. We're not going to the other camera because I don't feel like connecting my phone back to that. I'm gonna keep my phone because I use my phone as a webcam. Let's see. Y'all see this? That's really exposed. But like that's the shrimp. I don't know if it'll like focus properly. Okay, that's a little better. Come on, focus, bro. But yeah, the shrimp was good. People didn't realize that there was rats in Charleston. I went to a horse race. That's so I went deep into white country. So one of our friends, he was like, "Yo, there's this horse race. You can come with our family. We'll take you back, you know, to our place." I was low key hesitant to go, but it was cool. It was cool. They live in one of those like really rich subdivisions. They got a horse racing track and a golf course in one subdivision. The subdivision is like miles long. So I'm like it's the type of money that I don't understand. It's not normal person money, but you're a normal person who has it, you know? It's like tax evasion money. But I don't know. It was cool. It was cool. I had to like aura farm one picture though. It's kind of tough. If it like will like focus. Okay, it's not gonna focus, but it's cool. The day before, that was when I made the chicken. the chicken plates. I was gonna sell them, but I ended up not having enough chicken. Let's see. Oh, I went to the new Legacy Scholars TED Talks. And that was cool. You know, some of the people I got into the Legacy Scholars, I really like. I want to support them because like my sister's going to be there next year. I would want someone to just like support my sister. You know, I got supported. You know, shout out to Amber, shout out to Jamaica. Sometimes they're annoying, but they really help. You know, I ride with them. I was trying to read. I was trying to act like I was like, you know, enlightened Negro or something. You know, I'm not on the Instagram. I read books. I was reading the Black History book. I was reading Black First. I was going to read this Tupac biography. I was reading the Abolitionist Handbook. So I was reading a couple different books. It was cool. We went to this art talk where this dude was talking about how, you know, he gets turned on when he finds a rock. You know, kind of weird, but I mean, art, it's artists. So I got to see the same girl I was talking about from the class from Legacy Scholar. We went to Bakari Sellers talk that the college hosted. That was cool. I enjoyed hanging out with her. We found out that our favorite song, when I say we, like me in my room, our favorite song is Blue Bossa. And we're all now jazz heads. We will all be playing Blue Bossa until we die. I got cooked in flag football, and I'm kind of annoyed about that still to this day, because like I was so excited because I got good hands. I'm kind of quick. I'm not the fastest person, but I'm kind of quick. I'm not gonna be the slowest person on the field, and I got good hands. I'm not dropping. Now I'm kind of carried by the fact that I got gloves, but I'm not dropping. If you target me and you're not throwing it 40 feet above my head, I'm catching it. Like, no question. The problem is, I didn't get any targets. My dog Reef, he went with me. My team was undefeated. We beat his team. He was like, hey, bro, you can't take no success in this victory. Check the box score. You had no stats. And I'm like, I had no targets. How am I supposed to get stats? Steal the ball from somebody? We was winning because we had somebody who was like 6'8". Like, obviously they're going to throw to him every time. I'm open every time, but I guess not open enough for me to be a better target than the 6'8" dude. I did some art. I did artwork. I started doing like graffiti artwork. Y'all are not going to be able to see this. The camera will not focus on this. And it's like flipped backwards, so I don't know. This was the first one. Yeah. But like, I was doing these in the African American Studies class. Like these like little graffitis based off of what the class was talking about. Or the music that she would play at the start of the class. I did some photography. I went to this concert that I thought was going to be a gospel concert, but it was only one gospel song. That was kind of funny because me and my dog Octavius, we were laughing about it because we were falsely advertised by Dr. Frazier. Dr. Frazier talking about, hey, you know, let's come to this gospel thing. And we're like, oh, yeah, let's go, you know. Some gospel on this white campus. That was not gospel. It was one gospel song, and I feel scammed. Let's see. Yeah, this was a really interesting semester, you know, and it was a really long semester, but also a really short semester at the same time. You know, I did a little run video. Low key, I was like, that was a little corny. I'm not gonna lie. I just wanted to show off the fact that it's like, I wake up early. I do stuff with myself, you know? I was low-key, like, fiending for attention while I posted that. It was funny. But, and Reef did call me out on that. He was like, hey, bro, you just looking for attention. And I was like, you know, you're not wrong. Who posts themselves running? Like, unless you got some sort of thing to advertise, you know? I'm not advertising anything. But yeah, it was a fun semester. I was gonna do mock trial. I realized it was a little bit more of a commitment than I wanted to do, and I'm glad I didn't do it because that would have taken away from the fact that I did the West African drumming. Cause it's like a team. It's not like just a club. Like I can't just show up to meetings and stuff. Like they travel and they compete against other colleges. I'm not trying to do that. I don't get paid for that. That's crazy. Like I don't understand the people who do these like travel clubs. Like you're going out of state to a different college, and you gotta pay. You're not getting paid, but you're advertising the college. I don't advertise the college for free, and y'all are paying to advertise the college. That's crazy. I love my room. I might need to give y'all a little. Y'all got like one angle. Hold on. All right. So like, I don't know how much y'all are able to see because of the camera angle. All right, bow. So that place that's poorly lit, that is my chair, which is a mess right now. Then we got my desk. Then we got my keyboard. We got my bass. My guitar should be in that chair. Yes, it's in that chair. And then I have another guitar back there, as you can see. And then this is my little setup. Got my, like, this camera is so weird with the lighting. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, but this is all I am going to say. This has been, you know, the semester in review, you know, fall 2025. It is 1:30 in the morning, so I'm going to head to bed. I gotta be up at probably 7 or 8 in the morning so that I can make sure that the room is clean because they will get, you know, on our behind if it's messy, you know. The RAs don't play. But yeah, I will probably not stream for another couple months, but it is what it is. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Thank you. Actually, I see I've been streaming for 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 30 seconds. I'm going to keep it on for another 30 seconds just so I can get the 2 hours. So, let me grab my guitar. Let's see. Let's see. It might be a little loud. I don't know how loud the mic is, but it's right next to the sound hole. I was working on this lick. It's like in a group of 6 and a group of 7. I was like brain rotting. But yeah. I took the one thumping lick that I did like years ago. Like I was maybe 13 or 14 when I did that original thumping lick. I'm about to turn 20, y'all. I'm about to turn 20. I was 13 when I did that original thumping lick. This is 7 years old. Like, what? I've been playing guitar for like more than a decade. That's crazy. I was watching the biggest. I was watching the biggest Shred collab, the last one. And I was low-key mad because I didn't like any of the guitarists other than Steven Toronto, this one kid with the Strandberg sitting outside, and this one dude who was in his bedroom who did very fusion licks. I realized that I don't like any like 90s style guitaring. Like the like all of these like scale based shred licks. It's like cool, you can alternate pick fast playing up a scale. Like you're not writing anything. You're technically good, but that's like the most technical way I can put it. So I was like showing my one of my roommates, like Tosin Abasi. He thinks he's a good writer. That's what makes him a good guitar player. Yes, he could just sit here and play like he can just play like 90s style legato lines. He obviously physically can, but he'd rather play like these weird chord voicings and like percussive them. I don't know like how to explain it, but like he challenges what music is, but it's also musically correct. So it's like it's kind of weird. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I just can't stand it. I really don't like the people who be like 90s inspired. I want you to be inspired by jazz. I'm inspired by jazz. I listen to jazz like every day. And jazz fusion. Like, if you're like, don't tell me you can solo if you don't listen to saxophones. If you don't listen to saxophone solos, you don't know how to solo on a guitar. You know how to play notes fast. You don't know how to solo. I'm tired of these people who don't tell stories with their solos. What is... Oh, that's a shadow. I'm cooked. I thought my door was broken. But yeah, people don't be like, you know, having theme and variation in their solo. You know? You know, like, take literally one lick and play it 4 different times. Not 4 different times. Play it 4 different ways. Everybody just be trying to shred into diminished arpeggio, shred into diminished arpeggio, shred into minor 7th arpeggio. It's like, come on, y'all. Y'all just like upscale, down sweep, upscale, down sweep. It's boring. Y'all aren't like thinking. Y'all are just recycling each other's licks. Like, give me something where it's like you're playing a note that's unexpected. Like, you know, hit a flat 2. Just because. Just because. And I feel like I've been putting too much time and effort into this jazz. You know, I go to a jazz school. So it's like, you know, I'm going to start speaking jazz. But it's like, I already felt this way. I just now understand it. But I can't stand it. I'm going to leave on that note. It's been a good stream, y'all. I wish y'all the best. Be blessed.